guys, I just wanted to make a video regarding my orchids in bloom and spike for the end of April. I mean, April's just already finished, but we can say April, beginning of May 2020. So here is my Phalaenopsis no ID for the second time, or if finished already all of these blooms here, and then it started again a new flush of lots of buds at the end of every branch. And this one just a few days ago opened, and this morning was really fragrant, rosy fragrance that I could smell. Really nice. I really like it and love it. So this was a Phalaenopsis no ID. I bought it from Marks and Spencer, and still going strong. I haven't repotted it yet, but I can probably do after blooming. But it's been like a very proliferous bloomer for me, blooming on and off, like 3 months rest or 4 months rest and I start bloom again. So it's really nice. You know, some store, grocery store, or you know, big chain store bought Phalaenopsis are really doing well. So this is one of them. I really like it. Mini phal, as you can see, small phal. Next I have this beautiful Phalaenopsis hybrid. This one is KS Happy Eagle times by Tetraspis C1, and I've already shown you the spotlight regarding this phal, and I think I had 1 or 2 or maybe 1 at that time. So now you can see there's 3 and 2 more buds, but unfortunately one of them blasted. So beautiful shape and really strong fragrance as well. Lovely. I really like it. The shape. The first one has been in bloom. Which one? This one is the first one. It's been open since about more than a month ago, and then this second one and the third, and there's one more to go. So really happy with this cross. And I've heard from one of my viewers that they had the same cross, but the shape of flower is different, and they said that my flowers are you know, better looking. So I think I dropped, oh no, I just dropped something from okay. Anyway, I love this cross. And next, again, I did a spotlight for this beautiful phal, and this one is Yafun Green Manii times by Manii Flavia. Manii Flava Green Star. It's called Phalaenopsis Green Star, which is cross between Yafun Green and Manii Green. Manii Flava, sorry. Bloom is so beautiful, stunning bloom, really nice color, yellow greenish outside with white throats, so beautiful. And but the only thing is that the flower spike is too short, and I already aborted one bud, so I think it's a bit fussier than this one to bloom, but still a stunner. Really beautiful Phalaenopsis. Next, I have something first time bloomer in spike. Really excited about this bloom, and this is a flower spike. So this is Cassandra Mini times by Dendrobium Harlequin. I'm very excited about the blooms, and look at the spike, is so tiny, and the buds are developing on top. So I think maybe next month it'll be in bloom, but I'm very excited about this. This is a first time bloomer, and I bought this I think 2 years ago from my first order from Orchid Deluxe. So yeah. Next I have this Phalaenopsis, again primary cross in beautiful bud. As you can see, there's 2 buds here. This is Tetraspis C1 and times by Belina Cerulean. So it should be interesting bloom as well. We'll see. Next I have this Dendrobium Mini Dendrobium. It's called Dendrobium Harlequin yellow red. So I've seen this Dendrobium sorry, coming into market recently a lot, and this was the one I bought from a German nursery. So I think these are hybrids of Dendrobium. I've got one here as well. Oops. So they all hybrids of Dendrobium Cuthbertsonii. So this one is Cuthbertsonii purple. It had 2 buds, one of them just recently dried, the other one is still going strong. And they are miniature dendrobiums. They need lots of humidity, that's why I keep it into this glass terrarium like setting. I'll tell you about this orchid. This one I got it I think last October or November, something like that. It came with a bud from nursery, and it opened the bud in sometimes in November, end of November I think. Since then it's been in bloom. So about 6 months I can say. Yeah, it's more than 6, and it's still going strong. No sign of any you know, any tear and wear. This one again came to me by on bud, or I think in bud, and it bloomed, and the second one just finished. So this is Cuthbertsonii, a tiny bit different if you compare the leaf bud. I'm sure this one has a parentage of the same as this Cuthbertsonii. And I've got one more again into my terrarium setting, which is this, and it has white outside and the petals and pink inside. So started to go off, but again they were all long lasting. And this one is Cuthbertsonii and Sualensis, the Dendrobium Sualensis red times by Cuthbertsonii yellow. So that's what this one is. So I'm thinking the parentage of this one, which says Harlequin, because I couldn't find the parents you know, parentage is not on the label, but I think it's very similar to the parents of this Sualensis and Cuthbertsonii with different colors. So yeah, so these 3 miniatures really long lasting. I'm really happy with them. I had one more I think I overwatered it because, as I said, this is a very new species for me, and I think I rotted the stem. But so you have to keep them wet at the same time. Be careful not to overwater it to rot the stem. So I'm really, happy with these little ones. Next, I have this Dendrobium no ID, which is the third flush of blooming in bud. I just noticed this one is all in bud. This cane, which hasn't bloomed before. And the last but not least, I've got my beautiful Dendrobium amethystoglossum in beautiful blooms. As you can see, so gorgeous blooms. This is the second blooming for this year. Because of the funny weather we had, warm, cold, warm, cold. I think it initiated the second blooming, and so I already had 2 other blooms for this year. These 2 were this year's bloomers, and now I've got this one. So second time blooming for this beautiful Dendrobium amethystoglossum. It's a species Dendrobium. I've got 2 lovely canes here, which it's been growing at the same time as, starting. It was growing these, and then it started to grow the blooming spike. So yeah, I really like this Dendrobium. It needs a drier, cold winter rest, so then it can bloom beautifully like that. It's not fragrant, but it's very beautiful and makes up for anything else. And I grow it into bark really easily. It just needs a bit of a cold in winter, and otherwise you can just water it as normal. A tiny bit less than summer. Summer needs a lot of water, but other than that, it's very easy to bloom. So I think that's it, guys, for this month's orchids in bloom. And I've got my little African violet, so beautiful display. I just wanted to show you. Beautiful double pink blooms of this trailing African violet. Just wanted to show you. And it's called African violet Rob's Vanilla Trail. Rob's Vanilla Trail. It's so beautiful. Really like this little one. It just blooms like every 2 months. Lots of bloom. So okay, guys, that's it for today. I can smell this little beauty. Rosy fragrance, really nice. I love it. So that's it. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to receive updates like this. And I'll see you later. Bye.